guys, Ian Anderson, Central Coast Disc Golf. We're back for the final round of the Farragut Open, and I am joined by the one and only Scott Withers. Say what's up, Scott.
What's up, everybody?
There he is, and you're hanging out in Albany right now?
I am sitting at home, getting ready for more tournaments coming up.
Always, right?
Yeah, it never ends.
Yeah. How about Farragut, though? Great courses, right?
Farragut's awesome. The complex is amazing. There's now 5 courses up there.
Wow.
So there's another one that's added. We're getting ready to head back up there in a little bit. And the 5th, par 67 is what I was hearing.
Wow.
So another big course going to be put into this complex.
Cool. Well, looks we're back out at Recreator, and we're on hole 1. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, hole 1's the shortest hole in the course. Not the easiest, though. It is usually a high forehand, or you can take a straight line at it. But it's a hole that you want to pick up to start your round.
Cool. And we have a fantastic lead card here with yourself. We got Dion, Matt Bell, and Chandler Fry. Let's see what you got. I was guessing you're throwing Gator off the tee first round. Looks like you're going back to it.
Yep. My Glow Gator.
That is your signature series disc now, right?
That is my signature series disc. They gave me some color glow ones for this year.
Man, that is a great disc to get.
So, a little high there. I mean, that's kind of in the gap. You're just throwing it up and hoping you get through, but it's going to have a putt.
Yeah. Looks like Chandler Fry is up next.
Yeah, Chandler out of Washington. He's probably throwing a pure here. He throws the craziest putter turnovers.
Awesome, man. I filmed him a couple times at Beaver State Fling. He's a great golfer.
Yeah, and a super nice guy.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. Huge fan of that dude. Unfortunately catches a tree, but he'll still have a run at it. And here's Matt Bell out of Santa Cruz. Or maybe Tahoe area. He kind of moves around a little bit. Going forehand.
Looked like Matt picked the driver here on a little more of a sharp angle, trying to skip one up the hill.
Yeah, looks like it came up just a little bit short. Dion up last but not least.
Yep,
Man.
Dion also out of Oregon.
That's right. Although he just moved to Tacoma, he told me.
Yeah, he lives real close to Fort Stellicum now. So
Oh, okay.
you have to play with him up there this year.
Man, your round 1 on this course was unreal, Scott.
There's a lot of trees. It's a tough course. If you miss them all, sometimes it works out.
It sure did there for you. I think you shot 1080-ish first round.
Yeah, it was my best round. So it's a cool one to have on camera.
Definitely, man. Matt gave that a run. He's going to have to settle for par, hopefully. Chandler going to give it a bid for the 2. Dang.
Yep, that's Chandler doing Chandler things. The guy's an amazing putter.
That was huge. 50 feet easy. And you're a little bit closer. No gimme, though.
Oh, right off the band.
Yep, just a little high. Matt coming back for his par. Good save.
Yeah, little confidence builder to start the round.
Definitely. And Dion looking for a bird. So you're going with a couple birds, couple pars here. I'm sure you're slightly disappointed with the par here, no doubt.
Yeah, you would like to get the hole. It's the gap's not giant though. You can hit a tree, and I had a 30-footer, and at least I threw it off the band and up the cage.
There you go. You had the want on it.
You wanted it.
Yep. There you are. You got your lead is down to 5 over some solid competition. That's going to take us to hole 2. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, hole 2, there's a couple different lines. You probably see a couple of these guys throwing the backhand. That's a really tight, really hard line. The low forehand that I'm sure Dion will take and I will take is the bigger gap, but this is a bonus birdie. It says 340, and it's at least that.
Yeah, it definitely plays long, especially with that low ceiling. Chandler's taking that backhand line you were talking about. Wow.
Yeah, that's great. You don't see a whole lot of drives get through that clean on that side. That was a great shot.
Yeah, a really tight late gap there. And Dion, I was surprised to learn how forehand dominant he is with his backhand power.
Yeah, so his accuracy shots are almost all forehand. And then he crushes backhand drivers.
It's super interesting. Looks like you're going forehand as well.
Yep.
Destroyer?
It's a PD2. PD2
okay.
that I've had in my bag for a long time, and it's pretty beat up.
Gotcha. You find a mid-level tree. Should be a pretty easy up and down, if nothing else. And Matt, who loves to throw a hyzer.
That backhand's not that easy. I promise.
Goodness. Wow. Looks like you're going to try and get up and down. For that gator again?
Yep. If I'm throwing it forehand and an upshot, it's probably the gator.
Or a dart. I think I saw that. Or do you more backhand this?
I'll go 50-50 with them. The dart's always real close shots or just Annie forehands.
Gotcha. That was Matt and then Chandler missing their birdie. Oh, sorry, not Matt. Dion and Chandler missing their birdie bids. Chandler cleans up par. Looks like you're going to do the same.
Yep.
And Matt with the drop-in birdie eventually. Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to explain how good of a 2 this is.
Yeah. I don't think anybody got it that first round.
No, you see that it's 340 feet and it looks like it's open, but the cover's so low on both sides that it really is a bonus.
Definitely. And there is that bonus 2 from Matt, getting a stroke on the card. Let's check out the scores after 2. We got a 3-way tie for second place. They're all going to try and chase you down. And we are looking at hole 3, Scott.
Yeah, so this is the first time at Recreator that you get to open up. It's a real big hyzer. Players without as much power are going to try to hit a real tight gap, but all 4 of us should be throwing it over the trees on the right and trying to land it on a spike right next to the basket.
I feel like you parked it round 1.
Yep, it's one that you want to get. It's a shot that I'm comfortable with, but you still got to throw it well.
Yep. Matt threw it just a little tight.
Yep.
He'll still have a long putt at it.
Yeah, and you'll see the other 3 of us go higher than that.
So you know what Chandler's ripping here?
Probably an enforcer. If it's not an enforcer, it's a stiletto.
Okay.
So those are kind of the 2 discs that he will throw big hyzers with.
Gotcha. Looks like he came similar line to Matt. Dion, as we said, no slouch in the backhand distance department. Should have no worries here.
Nope, that's likely a force that he's throwing up.
I believe you are correct. And give him a clean putt for the 2.
Yep.
What's this thing?
That's a destroyer. I believe it's a Grand Slam destroyer, one of the Macbeth ones, and it's super overstable.
Wow.
So
that'll work. CTP.
Yep.
Chandler with a long bid for the birdie. Or a par.
Or a layup, yeah.
As it ended up. Matt is a great distance putter.
World champion.
Oh my
for putting, if I am correct.
You are, yeah. I think you won it was in Emporia.
Yep.
Dion going to try and keep up with Matt, but does fall short. Looks like Matt.
Dion, have a case of the hit the bands early.
All right. Here you are lining up your 2. Oh my.
No, we're gonna go double thigh slap, and then take the headphones out real quick.
Double headphone yank too.
Yep, just to make sure that it's good.
Oh man, you play with some emotion. I like it, Scott.
Yeah, Chandler, Dion, and I all do. And I haven't played with Matt as much, but we all play together a lot, and we're all pretty passionate.
Definitely competitive spirits. I like it. So it looks like Matt will be getting a stroke on the card there with that awesome putt.
Yep.
Taking your lead down to 4 and taking sole possession of second place. As we'll see right there. He's got the hot round going as well with the 2 down. Hole 4 is up next. Tell us about it.
So this hole has 2 different tee pads. In the first round, we play a much shorter tee pad. This time it gets moved back probably 300 feet or close to that. And now it's throw a big power shot, see if you end up in a good spot, and then throw an approach.
Like the course is kind of like that, where you kind of have to take your second shot where it is and figure it out.
Yeah, you would like to go a little right of where Matt's went here. He was throwing a safe hyzer. I think the rest of us are going to try to go around that tree with the power shot. But it's a tough look and something that you have to pull off.
Sure enough. Chandler? Do you want that to turn a little more than it did?
Yeah, he would like to go right of the tree that he cut in front of.
Gotcha.
So,
Dion?
Dion gets it going right and hits the tree that you would like to get around. That's the hard par 4 as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. And here's your PD2 again.
Yep. Also supposed to be right of that tree. And I followed Chandler over to the left.
Yep. Decent kick out, though.
Yep. Got in a spot where I could at least throw it from, but you're still kind of in jail.
Sure. Dion's second shot, throwing the flex forehand.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
You'll have
from where he
an
was.
easy 4 or look for it.
Mm-hmm. So Matt from the left-hand side of the fairway has to get creative.
Also in the collection area.
Yep. I'll look for a 4 at worst. Firebird?
Yeah. Yeah, an old Firebird, but you could kind of tell in jail there. And
Yep.
if you're throwing a sidearm thumber, you're probably just trying to make your par.
Accurate. Chandler's second shot. That was a tiny gap he just hit. And
Yes. On the next tee pad.
wow. It's going to have a long look for the birdie.
Yep.
Probably going to up with a 4, though. Here is your upshot.
Yep, there's the dart.
There it is.
Yep, something that doesn't roll. Soft disc. Where Nate Sexton throws a backhand a lot, I throw him sidearm a lot.
That's funny. Ooh, good bid there. Hopefully that settles. That's close enough. And Matt with a bit of a scary look with this drop-off behind.
Yep, but he hit pole, so it gets to stay there and tap in par.
Yep. Gosh, tough hole.
Chandler almost buries that.
Wow, that was a great bid. Dion coming back for the par. That plays. This is your par as well.
Yep, and all 4 of us are going to take par.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what the hole is.
Yeah, you got to throw 2 really good shots to get that birdie.
Yep.
And maybe even make a good putt. A bunch of drop-ins kicking off that barbecue. And we will keep with the same scores. Looks like Matt will still be 4 back of yourself. We got a tie for third with Chan and Dion. And we are looking at hole 5, Scott.
Yep. It's a very unique hole. It's short, and you basically can't throw backhand on it. You're going to see everyone throw forehand annies.
Uh-huh.
I hear some of the locals, there's a water tower up to the right that you can't see in the frame, but they say to throw a backhand at that, but everyone that's not from there, we all throw the same shot and just hope we skid up the hill.
So it's like a flex forehand is what you're looking for, or just the ante?
It's kind of just got an ante the whole time.
Really interesting. Okay.
But at 230 feet, it can go long pretty easily, and there's jail back there.
Yeah, really fast ground here at Farragut. Chandler. Ugh.
Yeah, you'll see with some upshots, especially at this course, that there's pine needles all over the ground.
Yeah.
And everything slides.
Yeah, it's wild. That's a Z drone from Dion.
Yep, too far outside and gets up the hill and gets into some trees.
Man, that's a tough shape to hit perfectly.
Yeah, so I'm throwing a really old Firebird on this. Get the shape right, but like I said, it's 230, so
Yeah.
it goes a little long, and every putt on this hole is as scary as it gets.
Oh, man. I remember Alex Russell during round 1. That thing rolled like 80 feet into jail.
Yep.
Oh, Chandler, man.
Yeah, and it feels like every miss on this hole rolls down the hill.
Right? That's not going to be an easy comebacker for the par. Dion looking for the 2. Good sit. At least. Matt. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And we were all getting a pretty good laugh out of that because he avoided it.
Yeah. Comes up short there. Scott for the 2. Ooh.
I can't keep it under the band.
I know, man. Just a little too much juice on it. Oh, no. That
You
was a
don't
weird one.
deserve that. Yeah, you don't deserve it on these. They are disc catchers, but they're a little old.
Yeah. You've had a couple spit outs this tourney already.
Yeah, Chandler definitely didn't deserve that one.
No. That is your par cleanup. This is Matt for, I believe, a bogey.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And Dion will be dropping in a par.
And this course is no joke.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it really is. Really, a lot of tight lines, low ceilings.
Yep.
Quick ground. There's a couple bogeys right there, man. Gosh, short hole, but it's got teeth.
Yeah, so just like that, your lead card, the best score is 1 down through 5.
Wild. All right, hole 6, you guys are opening up here again.
Yep. So this is a big par 4. You can throw your drive a long way because it's so elevated, but the gap on the tee is pretty tight. You really want to keep it in the middle of the fairway.
Okay. Dion has the box. Smashing on that backhand.
Yep.
That is crushed.
That was as big as you're going to throw a drive, and I think Chandler and I talked about it the whole way up the hole. It was like, Dion, holy cow.
Yeah, he's very capable of those holy cow moments.
Yep. That's not one of them right there.
Not so much. Fading a little early.
It faded a lot early.
What's the look like over there?
It's you'll see coming up shortly.
All right.
I don't think it's good.
Matt Bell playing the high flex.
I mean, he should be right on the edge of where you want to be. Have a hyzer in from there.
Okay. Chandler. He's ripping on this one pretty good too.
Yep. Chandler also throws a long ways.
Very much so. Looks like you guys are making minis in the tall grass over there. And we're looking at Matt's second shot.
Yep, so now you're playing through these trees up onto a hill where the basket goes back up to. And this is what I was talking about. Maybe where you don't want to be.
Okay. But helps to have your overhand.
Yeah, and especially Farragut's pretty high in elevation, so the overhands tend to carry quite a bit up there.
Okay. Chandler's second shot, just a little bit closer. Still a tough line, though. Come on.
It's like playing Tiger Woods on the Xbox and mashing the spin button and letting it come back.
Hit that B button.
Yep.
That was too cool. That's where Dion's drive was. Wow.
Yeah, he was 150 feet closer, 200 feet closer than the rest of us.
Oh, and Matt almost throws it in. Oh, my goodness. He's going to have to settle for the 4.
Yep.
Or attempted a 3. God, they still play this a par 3? There's got to be a par 4, right?
It's a par 4, yeah. It's a par 4. The short basket's the one that's 588, and it is a par 3 because of how downhill it is. But
do you know how long this one is then?
This one's got to be another 150 feet probably from that.
Okay.
So, low 7s, I would assume.
Yeah, I'd buy that with how far Dion throws.
Yeah.
Bunch of tap-ins. Chandler, unbelievable upshot.
Yep.
Absolutely incredible. Some really good birds there from Dion and Chandler. A couple pars. Your lead looks to be about 4. It's over Dion right now. And Chandler and Matt fighting it out. And we're looking at hole 7.
Yeah, so this is where the course goes back into the woods. This is the last really hard hole in this stretch of kind of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stretch. Real low cover, 415 feet, 414 feet, but there's a variety of shots that people are going to throw here, whatever they can keep in the fairway.
This is Dion's pulse right here.
Yeah. And that needed to be 10 feet farther left in the air, and it's got a chance with his power to get all the way up to it.
Definitely. It stays in the middle, though, at least. Chandler leaking high. But, it doesn't get too far left.
Nope.
You know.
So here's that. Yep, PD2 again.
Wow. That thing is beat, Scott.
Yeah, I'm still throwing it.
It goes a ways. I don't blame you.
Yep.
That should be a pretty easy up and down 3 at least. And Matt. Get some flip.
He's the one of the 4 of us on this card that really can play a hyzer flip backhand the way this hole sets up for.
Wow. What a great shot. He throws pretty much everything on a hyzer. It's really interesting.
Yep. And as a result, he's going to be way better at this shot than the other 3 of us on this card.
Very true. Dion with a great up. We're looking at Chandler's now. Nicely done. And it looks like you got a little jumper. Are you running this one?
Yeah, it's uphill. I mean, we'll see if it gets there.
Sure.
But yeah, just throw it in the ground instead.
Yeah.
Take your par, move on.
You got a pretty deadly step putt, though, man.
Yeah, that one was outside step putt range.
Yes, it was. So where do you bust that out? How far out?
It depends how much spin I'm getting on it. It's day by day.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I would say like 45 feet is probably the range that I would go to.
Okay.
But some days it's like 38 feet, and I just lob the other ones up and hope they find the bottom somehow.
Right on. I think I was telling Dion, and you'd probably almost rather be at 33 feet than 30.
100%.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on the day. I put a lot of work in last off season to that 30-footer, and it's paid off. But there's definitely times where 35 is better than 30.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Really, really nice birdie there from Matt. That's a separator. Getting a stroke on the card. It's going to lead us into hole 8.
Yep. So this hole, you'll see a variety of shots here too. There's 2 kind of small gaps. You can see on the little illustration that there's one tree in the middle. You got to go left or right of it, and then you'll kind of funnel down to the basket.
And there is Matt with another hyzer flip.
Yep. It's a good shot.
Yeah, pin high. That will putt.
There's a pretty big cliff behind, or drop off, I should say, behind this, but because there's no trouble down there, you're not really worried about going long, and you would gladly take the uphill 30-footer coming back.
Dion. That looks like a Z drone. Wow. That was beautiful. Chandler.
This is Chandler throwing a pure.
Is it really?
Yeah. I would assume so. From 330, only Chandler gets away with that.
That is crazy. What are you going with instead?
Well, if I can go over, we're going over.
Nice. Well done, man.
Thanks.
That's a pretty beastly overhand, man. Anything over 3 it's very solid.
Yeah, and I feel like up here at Farragut, with how high of elevation it is, you get another 30 feet of carry on it, so it takes my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Are you a softball player too? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I play all summer long, so keeps the arm in shape.
Nice, man. You play outfielder?
I play outfield. Yeah, I'll play left or left center. You play 10-man in slow pitch, so.
There you go. I am also a softball player.
Nice.
I pitch.
Fun.
It is,
Oh.
man. I love it.
Yeah. I like pitching in bad co-ed games, not upper men's league.
Yeah, it gets scary.
Yeah.
That's the league I play in, is the bad co-ed.
That's fun softball.
It is. Dion with a great putt. You as well. Also carding the birdie.
Pretty excited to get on the board.
There you go. Getting under par. And as does the whole entire card right there. Well played, guys.
Yeah.
All right, your lead looks to be 4 over Dion and Matt. We're on to the last hole of part 1, hole 9.
Yeah, this is the hole you expect a star frame on. This is straightforward, real short. You're throwing a putter. You can throw a gator if you want, or something similar. Just a little hyzer, gets around a tree and skips up right next to it.
All right. Looks like Matt has the box. That'll work. Dion. I think that's one of his ringers.
Yeah, it could be a drone too that he
Yeah.
put some angle on.
Mm-hmm. And Chan. Is that pier again?
It looks like it. I'm kind of surprised. It might be something else if he's throwing it on a shot that needs to go to the left.
It did fly pretty straight, though. What are you reaching for?
Throwing a star stud here, so if I'm throwing backhand putter shots, that's generally what I will throw.
Okay. Is it kind of an overstable putter? Or?
Yeah, it's overstable. It flies real similar to a P2 that a lot of players like to throw.
Okay.
I just prefer a little lower profile with my throwing putters.
Gotcha. Matt unfortunately misses the birdie putt. Might be losing a stroke to the card here if Dion can convert. He cannot. Chandler?
Right in the heart.
Automatic from that range. What part of Washington is he from? Do you know?
Up near Seattle.
Okay.
I believe Olympia.
Gotcha.
He's in that area.
As Dion making the par, Matt will be doing the same. Looks like you're even closer. There it is.
Finishing the front side strong.
There you go. Getting a couple down. Maintaining your lead for the most part. You started with 5 or 6, and you still got 4 on the gang here. Oh, no, you got 5 on the gang now. As Dion and Matt slipped off. That is all we got for part 1. Scott, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You bet. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you come back for part 2.